Hi everyone. I recently picked up this book called Echo Sounds, written by Chris Paul and Peter C. Brown. It's the history of the people who worked at the Echo radio factory down in Southend on the southeast coast of England. It's quite a good book. I've had a quick look through it. One thing I did notice about it is it uses a Philips radio on the cover of the book there. Quite odd. Anyway, back to my Defiant radio. You may remember from my previous video when I first showed the radio that I was looking for some knobs for this set. I was hoping to find a scrap set that had matching knobs that I could take off and fit on this radio, as I didn't think I'd be able to find another radio that that had the same knobs. As luck would have it, recently I managed to find another Defiant MSH 546. This one was in a wooden case. The wooden case was not in great condition, but it did have all the knobs with it. So this one here's one of the knobs off it. Unfortunately it's black. The original had a brown knob like that. But beggars can't be choosers, and I'm quite happy to have a full set of knobs for my Bakelite version. Now, this set, I don't really like scrapping sets at all, but the wooden cabinet wasn't in great condition. I'm not really very good at woodwork. But this set left me with a bit of a quandary, because when I got the chassis out, it didn't look in too bad condition, and in fact looked much better than my original set. So I didn't know what to do. I've had a good look round the set, and after brushing all the years of dust off, I noticed one thing which I'll share with you now. If you look around the transformer, there's what looks like a pool of dirt. I believe this is wax from the transformer. And the more I looked at the transformer, the more I could see between the laminations little bits of wax appearing, which means the transformer had got hot. Now, I had a look underneath the set. I'll just turn it round for you. Underneath the set, if the camera will focus in, hopefully it will, I was met by these little globules of wax coming off the bottom of the transformer. It's always a bad sign. And having a look around some of the components inside, you'll note these capacitors have all got very hot and there's wax dripping off them, and this capacitor here has no wax left on it at all. So it's a big shame. The chassis has got no rust on it, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some of the components off it and put it on my set. My set was I've already started actually. This bottom support here, I've taken off this one. It's quite interesting actually, noting some of the difference. It's essentially exactly the same chassis. One thing I noticed straight away is that if you look at the audio output transformer here, the speaker is wired up to this tag and the centre tag, and on my one it's wired up to the two end tags. Now I've just copied what was originally there, put these two new bits of silicon covered wire on, and as I don't have a circuit diagram for this set, I don't know which is right. I suspect it might be this one actually. Another thing I noticed is on my set, if you look at the volume control, I thought this was just a bit of tag strip, but I think it's actually a mica capacitor. because you'll notice going across on this volume control is another microcapacitor, so I'm going to have to replace that. But it's such a shame that I believe this transformer's gone. I've had some readings using a meter across it, and maybe I'll put some smoothing capacitors in circuit and see if it does actually work. But as I say, I don't like wasting or scrapping sets, but all the bits from this will be used again to make this one a little bit better. So there we go, 2 Defiants. What I'm going to do next is pull this smoothing can out and put it back to replace the one that's missing. Right, that's Andrew. Another part to my little series on repairing this radio, and hopefully next time you'll see it, it might be back in its cabinet even. Okay, bye bye.